We all know that presenting the right special effect at the right time can be wonderfully effective, but most special effects programs are either too hard to use, too expensive, or have substandard effects that don't look professional. One product that I recently reviewed, Vidascene from ProDad, is the exception to this rule. I found it a great way to quickly and easily add high-quality, customizable effects to my project right from inside Premiere Pro or most any Windows-based video editor. The program costs $3.99 and ProDad offers a 30-day trial version you should definitely check out. In this tutorial, I'll demonstrate how I used the program while producing a DVD for a recent performance of the ballet Coppelia by a local ballet company. The best example is the first play video that I created for the DVD, which is shown in this Premiere Pro sequence. Let me explain its components. The first clip is a 16-second scene between Swanilda and Dr. Coppelius, to which I added 3 Vidascene effects: a rack to focus to help set off the text, a sparkle effect you can see in the doctor's shirt, and the frame that makes it look like a menu. I grabbed the final frame of the video and stretched it out on the sequence to build the actual menu. The menu items are staggered so that they appear sequentially, and I've applied a Vidascene transition plus array-based effect to the text. Let's start by working on the video. I'm going to change to a new sequence with the same assets but no effects applied. After installing Vidascene, a ProDad folder appears in both your video effects and video transitions folders. To apply a Vidascene effect, you drag it onto your clip just like any other Premiere Pro effect. Though implementations vary for each supported video editor, this plugin paradigm is the basic workflow for all supported editors. This is the Vidascene interface. Here are all the effect and transition presets. I apply any preset by double-clicking it. Since previews are processed by the graphics card, they all appear in real time. To use the effect as is, I'd click the plug icon and return to Premiere Pro. Here's the effect I just applied. That's the basic workflow. 2 or 3 clicks and you're done. But in this case, I don't want the frame to appear until about 4 seconds from the end of the video. Note that the toggle animation button doesn't appear next to the Vidascene filter. This means I set all keyframes in Vidascene. To return to Vidascene, click Setup. OK, we're back in Vidascene with the selected effect displayed in the preview window. Once you select an effect, Vidascene displays the most relevant configuration options beneath it in the middle column. Or you can see all configuration options by clicking the relevant categories in the left toolbar. I'll just use the basic items that were originally displayed. Each filter has different controls. Here are the ones I'll use to transition in this effect. First, I'll create a keyframe about 12 seconds in by dragging the current time indicator there and changing any parameter. Then I'll go back to the initial keyframe and set the same parameters. Let's preview. I want my frame a bit tighter, so I'll set the final parameter at 52. Let's see what that looks like. OK, that's it. I'll click the plug and get started on my next effect. Next, I'll apply a blur effect to make the menu text more readable. So I drag another Vidascene effect to the clip and choose the blur category. There are lots of presets that I can quickly preview by double-clicking them. I like the rack defocus effect, which again I'll transition in at about 12 seconds. I'll set a keyframe at 12 seconds with a 0 intensity value. Then go back and reset the initial keyframe at 0, and I'm done. Click the plugin and I'm back in Premiere Pro. Now to add a touch of whimsy, I'll add a sparkle effect on the ballerina and Mad Doctor. Again, drag the Vidascene effect to the clip to open Vidascene. Before I apply the sparkle effect, let's review some other effects available in Vidascene. Note that the ProDad website contains more comprehensive demos. There are 3 categories of film looks, all obviously configurable. I especially like the dream look and the period and location alternatives. Who can resist Paris or Vienna? If you're looking for a distinctive look, you should have no trouble finding it. There are also some great blur type effects, plus rays, and a number of useful mask effects, including the always popular binocular mask. Note the interesting glow effects and some variations on the old film category. And here's the sparkle effect that I'll actually apply here. I'm going to use the Sparkles 106 effect, but again, I need to customize it. Specifically, I want the sparkles to appear at specific instances in the dance. So I'll drag over to those spots and change the highlight threshold value to make a sparkle appear. Now I'll add a couple more. Then click the plugin to return to Premiere, and let's preview. I could render and get the full frame rate preview, but this is certainly sufficient to see what's going on. Okay, let's move to our text titles. First, I'll apply a transition to the text, then a ray effect. For transitions, you simply drag the Vidascene transition from its folder into the intersection of the two clips, or the start of the clip like we have here. Then you click Custom to choose and customize a transition. Again, there are many types of transitions which we'll review in a moment. One particularly valuable aspect of Vidascene is that many transitions, effects, and frames are built from similar building blocks, like sparkles, rays, glows, and focus adjustments. This makes it very easy to create a very cohesive professional feel for your project by adapting a similar look for all effects of all types. For example, I can apply a sparkle transition to my text, which looks similar to the sparkle effect in the motion menu. On the other hand, some of these text and logo specific transitions are awesome. In the end, I chose the sparkle transition for the video menu and all text menus in the project. I'll click the plug to return to Premiere Pro, then switch sequences and review Vidascene's transitions in a more traditional setting. Here are clips from a wedding montage that I recently created. Again, to maintain a consistent style between effects and transitions, you have plenty of options. For example, we applied a rack defocus in our video menu. We can also use that transition here. Or you can match rays with rays, or sparkles with sparkles. There are also some great blur, glow, and dissolves in the classic effects category. And some wedding favorites. Okay, let's get back to our menu and finish up. The last effect I'll apply is a ray effect. Go to the Text, Logo, and Rays folder and double-click on 463. Pretty sweet, huh? Note that ProDad has a sister product to Vidascene called Hieroglyph that provides a much greater variety of text and titling effects. Let's go back and take one last look at the final video. You may not agree with all my artistic choices, but you have to admit that the effects look great, and it only took moments to configure and apply them. That's Vidascene from ProDad. Thanks for watching.